morning. How are y'all doing? I took Monday off this week because typically for my Monday videos, unless I'm super organized and pre-filming, I will film Sunday morning, quote unquote, before church, like before church comes on TV. And you know what? Sunday was Mother's Day and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I'm taking the day off. I don't want to film. I don't want to edit. It's not that I didn't want to. I just didn't want to do anything. Let's just say that. I didn't want to do anything. So I took Monday off, but I'm here with you now. And we're just going to play with some makeup. I have mostly 3 new products that I'm going to share with you. So it's not a full face of new makeup, but I wanted to kind of test and review those 3 products. And then for the rest of the face, we're just going to do makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to put a primer on before I correct, and I'm going to be using the Ilia True Skin Radiant Priming Serum. It is super early in the morning, and I have already been up for 2 hours. I got up super early because I wanted to go ahead and do my cardio outside because we listed our house yesterday, and we had 5 showings yesterday, which means all 5 of us, me, Chad, the girls, and Zeus, were out of the house for 5 hours. Now, if you don't know, I have an English Mastiff who is a very large dog. So we have to haul him in the big Yukon every time we have to leave. And then really, like, there's nothing much we can do. We've tried taking him to the park, but we have found that kids are so scared of him because of his size that doesn't work. So sometimes we take him to my dad's. I'm going to correct with the Fitlo because he has a fenced in backyard. So we just kind of let him play. But then it's just like, I don't know. I can't complain though because 5 showings the first day it's listed is not bad. So I'm hoping that we get an offer soon. I had someone ask, like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you were moving. What state are you moving to? I'm definitely not leaving Tennessee, y'all. I'm a Tennessee girl. I'm not saying never, but my preference is not to leave Tennessee. So we are just leaving this area and we're moving about 15 minutes away out in the country. We got a little 5-acre tract of land and we're building our dream home, which I have been documenting a lot on Instagram. I have a highlight called New Home. And it's going to be ready in like less than a month. So I'm so excited. But anyways, that's why I'm up so early. I'm trying to get all this stuff done in the case that we get another. We have 2 more showings today. Not until this afternoon, but I have a feeling we're going to get calls. And yesterday I got one with 5 minutes notice. So I'm trying to get all this out of the way. Y'all are going to be seeing a lot of the same clothes on me because I have packed up 75% of my closet. I know y'all don't care, but just letting you know. Okay, one of the videos I did last week was my favorite skin tints and tinted moisturizers. Someone said, I'm surprised not to have seen the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint, excuse me, on your list. And I'm like, you know what? I've always loved that. I have done a full review on it. I love this product. I just don't reach for it as much as I reach for the other ones. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't used this in forever. I'm going to pull it out and use it in a video. This is the color Golden, and that is the product. This is more full coverage than a lot of the other skin tints that I talked about. And this also has an SPF in it of 15, which is comprised of chemical and physical sunscreens. Again, it is a thicker formula, but as the name states, it does have hyaluronic acid in it. And I also stated in that video that I don't like to put tinted moisturizers on with sponges. This is the exception because of the thick texture. I feel like it blends out better with a sponge than it does with a brush for me. Like, it's not as streaky. So this is just the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge. My favorite. In fact, Cortland got me like a little basket for Mother's Day and it had 2 of these in it. She was like, I know it's your favorite and I know that you're going to need a new one soon. And she got me the double pack. I'm like, you know what? That's my girl. A daughter who knows your favorite beauty sponge and gets it for you for Mother's Day. I mean, really, you can't ask for a better child. My other one got me food because that's her favorite thing. She got me a cookie cake, which is like my favorite. So I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day if you're a mother. I know Mother's Day can be really tough for some people. There's a lot of different reasons why it can be a not so fun holiday. So if that is you, I'm sorry. I hope it went fast for you. If you are a mother or if you celebrated your own mother, I hope it was good. So see what I mean? Like, that's just like way higher coverage than anything I talked about. But it's also very, very pretty. So I don't want to say I don't like this because I do. I just don't reach for it enough. But maybe I should because it's pretty. I'm going to use the Kosas Revealer Concealer. Not much new there. This is one of my very favorite concealers. Now, one of the new things that I'm going to talk about is something that I actually got in my Sephora VIB haul. And a lot of people actually have DM'd me on Instagram asking me if I've tried these and what I think about them. And it's the new Fenty cream blushes. I only got one of them and I've only tried it once, but so far I've really enjoyed it. This one is called Summertime Wine, which is not a color that I would normally have picked, which is why I picked it. I didn't want something that I already had. I do have quite a few cream blushes, either in like compact form or stick form. And I'm like, I need to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. If I'm gonna try something new, I'm gonna try something new. So that's what I did. So again, Summertime Wine. I'm gonna use my Royal & Langnickel Omnia BOM-185 brush. This is my favorite for cream blush. I'm just gonna tap it in. So here's what I've noticed, at least with this color, that they're pretty pigmented when they come out. So I always tap a little bit off. You can see the color in my palm. And because this is a little bit of a darker color than I would have normally chosen, it's going to look a little bit more pigmented on me anyways. However, I find that these sheer out really nicely. I have got a frog in my throat. I meant to bring my drink up here and I forgot. Now, that's quite a bit of color, so I'm going to tap over it with a sponge. And trust me, just trust me, when this is all over, it's going to look okay. To me, it looks okay in the viewfinder, but it's a little bright in my mirror. But again, and for some reason, when I use cream blush, I prefer to come a little bit lower on the cheek than as if I were using powder. So yes, you can definitely see the blush on my cheeks, but by the time we are finished, it will be good. So I do like these. Again, I find the pigment is good, but it's not overpowering. If I would have gotten even a lighter color, it would have been even more subtle, obviously, on my skin. And I feel like they last a long time. For a cream blush and a blush in general, I feel like they have a good lasting power. So let's let all those sink in and talk about my next new thing. And this is the new quad from NARS, the Orgasm eyeshadow quad. So this is it right here. I know a lot of people have done reviews on the entire collection. I did not buy the entire collection. I just bought this quad. I knew that I wasn't going to wear the entire collection. While I love cheek palettes, I love them, I rarely ever pick for them unless I'm traveling. With the exception of the Hourglass 6-pan palettes, it's hard to remember for some reason. I just seem to always go to the singles. So I didn't get that one, and this is the lighter of the two quads, and that's just the one that I prefer to go to. So I'll swatch real quick. There are 3 shimmers and 1 matte, and I've only looked at the reviews on Sephora, and I waited until I had used it and formed my own review. Probably one of my biggest pet peeves about reviews are people that leave them without actually trying the product. They're mad about the packaging or they're mad about something, and in this case, they were mad about the price. To that in a minute, but these are the swatches. It's got like a yellowish gold, and then it's got a real subtle, hopefully you can see it, pink color, shiny pink color, a matte color, which it looks more pink in the pan, but it comes off a little more almost salmony, and then this pretty bronzy color right here. So this is $52, which does seem a little expensive for a quad, considering you can go buy one of their bigger palettes, like what's the one that I was looking at getting? I can't remember what it's called, but you know, they're like 12-pan palettes for $59. So I'm not quite sure if it's because this is like the Orgasm collection. I don't know if that's why it's more expensive, but I will say that I get a pro discount. I'm going to go in with my MAC 224 with the matte shade. I get a pro discount with NARS. So I shop through the NARS website. And so I didn't pay $52. And so if you were to say, would you pay $52 for this? I honestly can't say whether I would or not because that was never my only option. So it's hard to say. I think these are very pretty colors. They're right up my alley. This color right here, I probably have 10 times over in my collection, but it goes with the palette, it goes with the other colors, and I do like the consistency of the shimmer colors. Now, it's not like a, wow, I'm going to get 15 looks out of this. It's a quad. Rarely am I going to get 15 looks out of a quad. And it's got 3 shimmers and 1 matte. So again, it's like, how much different stuff can I do? Like, I could put the matte all over my lid. I could put it in my crease. I can do a halo eye. That's about it. So this is not going to be an extreme look. It's going to be another like 2-color look. And this is actually pretty similar. It's a little bit softer, but it's pretty similar to the color that I used in my last video using the Charlotte Tilbury palette. Again, I have this color. And it's very subtle. You can see how many times I'm going back in the palette and kind of building it up because I don't want it to be as subtle. And this is a much fluffier brush than I sometimes use. So it softens and diffuses the color a little bit more. Now, a couple days ago, I used this really pretty pink color on the lid, and it was soft and gorgeous. I loved it. I'm just going to go in with this bronze color today, which I honestly felt like was going to be a little chunky. And you're going to see, I want to apply a base with a brush. You can see it's like, it's there, but it's minimal. These are much better used with a finger. And I think I'm going to end up layering because I like that color, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. So the name of the game with this palette is soft and subtle. Not groundbreaking. It's not earth-shattering. It's not different than anything else you have in your collection. I mean, unless you don't have these colors. Am I mad I bought it? No. I do think it's very pretty. And I do think with my taste in makeup and the way I do my makeup, I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. But I'm also not saying that you have to go out and buy a $52 quad because nobody has to do that. I'm going to go in with this kind of yellowy gold color. And y'all are going to start hearing my stomach because I'm starting to get hungry. And I'm afraid it's going to come across on camera. And I'm going to kind of layer it up. I haven't tried these wet yet. I don't know if they're ones that would work wet or if it's just best to use a finger all around. I have not watched any of the other reviews, so I don't know if I'm stating things that has already been stated 15 times over or if I'm going against the grain. But that's my thoughts on this palette. And that's all we're going to do for the eyes, at least the upper eyes. So I'm going to set with my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder. And I'm going to set my entire face with my Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Powder in Light. And I'm going to use the BK Beauty 102 brush. And I just want to do a light set because I don't want to cover up pretty blush or the pretty glow that I'm getting from the skin tint. So for highlight, I'm going to use the Osmosis Color Highlighting Quad. I ended up buying another one of these because I dropped my other one and one of the quarters, I guess I should say, broke. And I was just devastated because I love this highlighter so much. So I bought another one and I mix all of them. I have the Fenty blush, so I'm not doing blush. I need bronzer. What am I thinking? Okay, I pulled this out because I don't think I've ever used it on camera. Have I? This is the Fenty Beauty Shady Biz bronzer. And I honestly don't even know how I feel about this bronzer. It's smaller. Obviously, I got it in like a little kit last year. I think it came with like a lip gloss or something. It's okay. It's a little bit light on me, but I tend to go darker than I probably should with my bronzers. So maybe that's a good thing that it's lighter than I'm used to wearing. I just don't feel like it really shows up. This is the Goss number 11 brush. Y'all are probably being like, holy cow, Mandy, yes, it shows up. And it might actually be your color versus all the other bronzers that you use that are clearly not. Just really like a bronze face, especially a bronzed forehead. Can y'all see that? Yes, stop. Put the brush down. I probably do need to. I'm going to stop. And I will buff with my hourglass. Just lightly. I don't want to pick up the cream blush too much. But this is a step that I rarely skip. Any new viewers, since it's my hands down, most asked question, this is a discontinued IT Cosmetics Duo Fiber brush. Any Duo Fiber brush will do. And as my final face step, I'm going to spritz with my Beauty Counter Rose Water Mist. The frog is still in my throat. And I'm going to go back in with the only matte color in the palette, and my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, and smoke out my lower lash line. So sorry if this is very similar to my last eye look, but it was just the palette that I wanted to talk about, and it ended up being the same type colors. So I don't want to say I have a new mascara per se. I certainly didn't buy one, but NARS sent me like a mini one with my, like it was one of the samples that came with the quad. This is the Kevin Aquan lash curler, by the way. So I thought I would use it since this is like new makeup. And I've never used this particular mascara before. So I have laid down a layer of my Jane Iredale lash conditioner, which I always use as a primer. And this is the NARS Climax mascara. Not new by any means, but again, it's new to me. I've never tried it. So, big brush. My mascara that I have been using, like the tube, because I only usually have one tube open at a time, is the Fit Glow, which I absolutely love. And that has a big brush too, but it's like a cone shaped brush, so easier to get in the corner. And with these super big brushes, a lot of times I have issues getting it on my lid, but we'll see. So that's one coat. And this is 2 coats. It's not a bad mascara at all. I don't know that I'll have to see how it wears. I don't know that I'll put it on my list of mascaras to buy because I love so many of the ones that I already have, but it's not bad at all. All right, let's talk about the next and last new product, and that is the Wayne Goss Lippies. Again, I know he sent out a lot of PR with like full sets, and there's been a lot of swatches and reviews, so I'm not going to bore y'all too much, but I'm sure you've seen nice, really pretty silver packaging. I got 1 lipstick and 2 glosses because I am a gloss girl. Y'all could probably guess the glosses that I got. The lipstick that I got is called Daisy, and it's in this really pretty black sheen packaging with Wayne Goss around the bottom, and this is the color Daisy. It looks a little, y'all don't pay attention to my nails, it looks a little warmer in the bullet than I thought it was going to be, but when I swatched it, it was a little more pink. So let's see. I have not put these on the lid yet, but it is warmer than I thought. I thought it was going to be pinker, and on me it's pulling a little more peach. It is moisturizing though, which I need because my lips are super dry right now. And it even has more of like a cream finish, so it's definitely not super matte. But y'all know I'm not going to not top it with a gloss. Said I hadn't put the lipstick on yet. I have put one of these glosses on. I got Hibiscus, which again, y'all probably knew that I was going to get. Really pretty pale iridescent gloss color. So pretty. And I did, again, put this one on yesterday, and I really liked it. I have not tried this one yet, and this is the one I'm going to use today, and it's Tulip. A really pretty nude shade. And I think this one is going to go with this lip better because it is a little bit more of like a peachy undertone. So Hibiscus is on this side, and then Tulip is on this side. This is the doe foot, and it comes in like this cute little squatty tubes. I know a lot of y'all were getting these, so let me know what colors you got and how you like it. Not a ton of product comes out on the doe foot. They are comfortable. I didn't really detect a smell yesterday. Like, some lip glosses can be pretty strong in scent. So that is Daisy and Tulip. And I really like it. Y'all know I like my nude lips. And I feel like it goes with this look and this top. Okay, so that's the finished look. Using some new products, some products I haven't used in a while that have been asked about, playing with makeup. I know that's been a lot of what I've been doing lately, but it's what I have time for. It's fun to do. I like it. Y'all seem to like it too. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you've gotten any of these new products in maybe different colors, share below, because I know a lot of y'all go through the comments just like I do. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, I hope you are staying safe and happy and healthy, and most of all that you go out and have a very blessed day.